I need to dig into the Leafs with you here, Papper. Let's
Yeah,
do
let's
it.
do
And
it.
Clarkey will want to tune in and hear your thoughts. How are you feeling going into this year? Like, it just feels like it gets murkier every year with expectations. Like, are you one of these guys that's like, wake me up when it's April and we'll see if anything changes in the playoffs? Or are you ready to saddle up and enjoy the ride of the regular season again?
Yeah, I think sometimes we almost like you wish away the now, right? We just want playoffs. Well, guess what? Playoffs, even if you make it to the third, fourth round, it's basically a couple months. So let's just breathe a little bit here and let's enjoy this season. I know it doesn't matter if Marner gets 120 points or if he gets 100 points for the first time or Matthews scores 70 goals. At the end of the day, it's all about playoffs, right? Like that is where we're at, especially as Leaf fans, right? We've all been there. We just want them to go on a run and go on a run where it's like confidence run, not just like, oh, they snuck one out again to sneak through and they're just grinding it out. No, like go have a confident run. Like go on a run where teams are afraid to play you. And I think this was the first year off season where if you want to be optimistic and you want to be hopeful, this was the first stride with the coach and maybe, the Tanev signing just to kind of change some things to kind of get some feeling of, we all know it's not different, the core four. We can say that forever. But it does have a slight change just with Brube in the media now in preseason. The comment the other day, are you are you gonna are you worried? Well, it's preseason. Like he just has a different vibe to him. The Tanev, just watching him in the one game, he just brings something different that they haven't had in a while. Like, I think there's to be optimistic. I feel like there's a little difference, but at the end of the day, it does come down to the playoffs. But just to enjoy the ride here and hopefully have a successful season, because at the end of the day, this roster they have right now, it's going to look a little bit different by the time the playoffs come anyway. Tree Living's going to make some moves at the deadline throughout this year. And we got lots of things to talk about throughout the whole year. So, hop on, enjoy the ride because it's a long push before the playoffs. Don't want to wish it away.
Absolutely. You got to enjoy the ride. Otherwise, what's the point of being a fan? And that's where you build up your optimism, right? I mean, you can't just tune it out. Hey, I experienced it plenty with my guys before finally they did it. So, hey, and I've always said to Clarkey, hey, if the Capitals can win the Stanley Cup, there's the evidence right there.
Yeah.
You guys can do it too. Come on here.